Good morning, good afternoon, welcome everybody. Talos Mobis here, and we're going to be talking about the update for the 24th of October 2024. We got a bit to cover on both ends of the spectrum, as there has been plenty in terms of, events from both console and PC, both for the release of um, Requiem for Vengeance. We're getting an event on console, and PC has the Autumn Festival, which is the post-anniversary event that the console had a while back during the anniversary. Now, I should mention that due to the mobile suit that uh, console got, so and PC got, the PC edition, I will simply put the video where we spoke about the Engage Zero Young Woven, or Young Faven, depending on who you are. And console got the Gundam EX from Requiem for Vengeance. Both of them are generals, so it's interesting to cut to two generals at the same time. So we don't really talk that much about how there are similarities between the two. We cannot really talk about that, especially due to how vastly different their costs are. What I'm saying is that I'll leave the Jan Faven generally for the previous video to talk about. Let's just say that this still is an exceptional mobile suit, or it still is an exceptional mobile suit. I'm saying C because, the design aspect kind of feels a bit more feminine. Regardless, a little bit of fun to mess around with. So we're gonna go straight into, the updates and everything. So let's look at what PC got right away. Actually, what I will do just to make things a bit cooler, or try to be cooler, I guess, is I'm gonna leave the Yanfaven here because this is the mobile suit PC got, so I will leave it here. So let's begin. First of all, Autumn Festival event exclusive, where you can get one of the three incredible parts. That's the same as it was on console, so there's not much to talk about. If you want to have a chance to get a a really good part, an alright part, and a mediocre at best part, because I'm sorry, but the thruster control system level 5 is not really that worth it. The composite motor though is great, increasing walking speed by 5, turning speed by 9, and reduces the load on legs, so pretty much the weight that you put after landing from jumping or high speed movement, that is big. Then we have the fire control optimization system, which is absolutely powerful, which increases your range boost by 2, which may not sound like much, but let me tell you, the following is great. ASL increased by 5, ranged beam weapon focus time reduced by 5 seconds, that's great for long charging weapons, and damage dealt to enemies increased by 5%, so we got a straight modifier part. That is incredible. And finally, the thruster control system level 5, which is increased thruster by 15. I don't feel like it. Engage Zero Young Waven or Young Faven, depending on what version of the game you are. The half of roll, I always, say you should do it. It's always good to do a half of roll if you're not saving for anything specific. It's a guaranteed 4-step, so nice to see those always. There is a limited drop on the Engage Gundam booster type, which is one of the best 550s right now when it comes to raids. And I think it will handle itself well at 600. The Yanfaven we covered, so again, I'll put the video up in the description down below for you all to read it. Cool customization. Also, there is now a type limited battle, which is kind of like a situation battle, but it's limited two classes, so it can be an all raid, an all general, an all support. The all support ones must be really fun. I never had really a chance to play those other than one match, and it was the raid all, which was chaotic. It was chaotic. It was fun, but it was chaotic. Result Type C, Defense Rebe unit, level 1, level 2, and the Pale Rider Dullahan level 2 were added to the cycle counter. The Pale Rider Dullahan is really good at level 1 and level 2. Its giant shield makes up for it, its lance does incredible damage, and you can choose either a beam rifle for long range sniping and a bazooka to pretty much play as a raid with a big shield and a gatling. Yellow Vertex Santos reached the DP exchange, which is a very solid sniper unit. It's a great all-rounder, and it's actually quite agile, although it's a bit big, so good luck avoiding some stuns. Quick turn will be your best friend, and so will be stabilization device. Other than that, we're gonna cover next it's here, the post event for the Autumn Festival, which we had the part that I mentioned, a guaranteed 4-star, which it's one of those 4. The Unicorn is one of the worst 4-stars at cost, unfortunately. The Sinanju, it's alright, it's strong, but it's alright. The Banshee will get soon a buff that will make it one of the better raids once again at 700. And Dexatria is Dexatria, still one of the debatably better supports at the 700. A limited login is available where you can get both the level 1 and the level 2 of the Hyzak, or the Hobby Hyzak, by logging in. It's for a total of 7 days. That is really fun. And the new Gundam and the Sazabi are given for free along with the news Hyper Bazooka, or the news new Hyper Bazooka. So if you haven't had those, this is a great chance to acquire them again. Autumn Festival post event, special missions available. What you can get from here is the level 4 Gelg Hammer build type Uma Lightning, the level 4 Gunner Gundam, and the level 4 Ictius normal, not the 2 or Stutzer, and the Zessa sleeves type. Out of all of these, I've gotten the Uma Lightning and the Gunner Gundam on console, the Ictius level 4 as well, and also the Zessa sleeves type level 1. Now, I should say all 4 of them get something in their own way. The Gunner Gundam gets a very powerful modifier, so putting on overtuning will literally decimate the legs of any enemy that you fire at. The Uma Lightning gets a few new skills which make it a bit stronger, and so does the Ictius, on top of its double tackle that pre-exists, making it again a solid tank frontliner. The Zessa Sleeves type, we've talked about how it's one of the dumber 500 generals, and that hasn't changed still. So overall, a very good setup if you want some new units to toy around, or some old units that you want to use at higher cost. Also, a new normal suit, which is cool. Daily mission challenge. Completing 3 missions will give you the mechanic tickets of the day. I should mention that if it hasn't appeared as it being completed, doing one more match usually completes it for you, but that's that. And Recon crates get an additional 15% for drop rate, and they will be always silver or better. So incredible time to get tokens, recycle tickets, and possibly 4 stars. Promotion for new and returning soldiers, you can see it on screen. There's nothing for me to mention, but that's that on PC. Engage Zero and Faven we've talked about in the past, and as I said, once again I will put it in the description down below. Console got the Gundam Requiem for Vengeance release celebration campaign, where we get the Gundam EX for the start of the event, and we're gonna be getting a few more things, which I think it's somewhere up here. One moment, there it is. Where by logging in the first week, we will get the Gundam EX with a guaranteed drop, which you see right here. A daily guaranteed roll that guarantees a mobile suit from the latest lineup, which it's not that important, that good. And there is right here the related marks for the, as it says, Red Wolf team pods and the Midnighters team pods. For, well, this week for a console it will be the Red Wolf team pods, and next week is going to be the Midnighters. Do forgive me, I am a bit tired. And there are going to be limited missions on the first weeks, which are mostly parts, DP, and tickets and such. So, alright, nothing too spectacular, but alright. It's an interesting event. It's a good, nice little thing for the release of Requiem for Vengeance. Now, new map, Resort Development District. Apparently, it's meant to be based off Davao City, but I might be wrong. It looks interesting. It's pretty much City Ruins, but better by my standards. Unit adjustments we'll see near the end of the episode. I'm not gonna go into great detail. I'm just gonna put them on screen, mostly for you to read them. These are the boost supply drops, but first, let's look at the... I love it when the page does not load properly, so do forgive me for that. The browser that I am using has been doing it as of late, where it's been weird. Regardless, Gundam EX, the White Demon or White Devil from Requiem for Vengeance, has been added, and it looks exceptional. It looks stunning for the game's standards. 400 cost general, but before we go in depth about what it does, let's look at its preview first, and then we're gonna cover the rest. It's equipped with the beam rifle, beam saber, shoulder gatling, hyper bazooka, melee, like pretty much below, Vulcans, shield. It's got a bit of everything actually, when you think about it. It also comes with a new skill, but rather than reading it and everything, what I will do is I will put up the unit stats here for you. I just realized the young Waven has been on screen this whole time, because that's why I don't usually put things up, because I will forget them. And this is what you can see already, which is, you know, interesting. The stats are really good already. But how about instead of going in detail on the stats, I show you the mobile suit itself, along with the new map, obviously. I think that will be a much better element than just the classics. So, let's look at it. Starting off, beam rifle normal, flinches. Charge shot of beam rifle not only stuns, but also pierces. As you notice, the build stun is not that high on the beam rifle. And charge shot is 10%, charge shot is 20%. On the GOG, it appears less because the GOG has damage control. Let's see the beam saber. Neutral swing, right swing, left swing. Down swing hits twice. It also has head Vulcans. 3% build up stun per bullet, fires 2 bullets, meaning that it fires 6% build up stun per shot. You almost need a full clip, but it builds stuns quickly. Hyper Bazooka has big blast radius, has good chunk, 60% build stun. Blow. Normal punch is a thrust punch. left swing, sorry, right swing, left swing, down swing. And you can cancel it with its unique skill, Tactical Boost. Tactical Boost allows you to cancel your boosting and melee with a hop. Quite flexible if you ask me. Not only that, but also has aerial melee program, which, if you mix it correctly, you get the area. Allow me to show you. If I had my quick select set ready, but the reason I don't is to keep it as neutral as possible. Therefore, the Gatling and the fist are out of rotation. I'm doing this so that you can see that it's a base 4, even though I have a few enhancements, but the enhancements are not really that important to see the final damage of some units. Now, Gatling is 1% build stun. You can move while shooting it. The whole gimmick of it, I'd like to say, is either to help you build some stun or finish some stun, but majorly to do damage. It seems that most of your actual damage comes through your melee. Rather than anything else. And as you've noticed, is the tackle. Pretty straightforward if you ask me. The most unique feature of this unit is tactical boost, the lack of maneuver armor, as you've probably noticed down in the skills below. So let's go into the unit itself. Now, the movement direction is not completed because I haven't really tested it fully. So my guess is gonna be that the side movement direction is about 85% and the back direction movement is 80%, around there. I can't tell you for certain though, because I haven't messed around with it long enough to tell you. It's been a busy week, to put it lightly, and an even busier weekend. Leg shock absorbers at level 4, glide structure at level 4, emergency evasion system level 1, anti-blast stabilizer level 1, high performance balancer level 1, melee combo controller level 1, aerial melee system level 1, shield tackle level 1, high performance radar level 1, EX boost level 1, and tactical boost level 1. Tactical boost level 1 is actually interesting because not only does it make it possible so that you can cancel melee and boosting with a jump, but it reduces stun level by 1 when jumping, so stuns become flinches, flinches become nothing, and you know, heavy staggers will still stun you. They don't heavy stagger you though. And also reduces thruster consumption of jumps by 30%, allowing you to hop 30% more, whatever that may mean. If you can jump 5 times, you can get at least 1 or 2 more jumps, even if it's on borders. The unit is not exceptionally tanky, it's quite speedy for what it is, but its vertical movement is what makes it so strong. Let's go over here. So, you probably are already looking at the stats of the beam rifle, beam saber, and all of that. I will leave those stats here for a quick moment, so feel free to pause if you want to go through it in detail. I'm not going to stress you out with a majority of just stat dumping. I don't think that I have the mental capacity to do so, but I don't think that anyone wants to hear me go on for that long right now. You just want to see what's new. So, there you have it. Those are the unique things that you gotta look forward to with the Gundam EX. The biggest thing for me is that it has a DPS weapon, it has a good build-up stun weapon, the bazooka has a really good build stun as well, on top of it being a stagger weapon. The beam rifle pierces, has a good modifier on the charge shot. Backswing hits twice for a good melee modifier. Backswing on the or downswing with the fist, aka the kick, does a big amount of damage and lunges you forwards very far. Yeah, I gotta say, it generally has everything that you may want on a general. Tactical boost we covered in detail with Alter the other day, but that's generally it. You also can get the Unit Federation outfit 1 or 2 with this roll, but that's pretty much it for this roll. The Gundam EX, in my opinion, might be one of the better 400s. Not the best, but certainly one of the better ones. It will take time for people to get used to its playstyle, but when they do, I think that we'll see plenty of grasshoppers, aka the Gundam EX around the battlefield. The mobile suit itself looks great, feels great, it's quite flexible, and it's easy to acquire if you have saved up your tokens. If not, it's a 3-star, it's not going to be difficult to acquire. There's also half of roll, so I endorse that. The Heavy Gundam in Grid 0 also got a level 2, meaning that it's now a, it's a 650, meaning that it's actually gonna be able to play the cost where it still will perform really well. The Heavy Gundam in Grid 0 overall is a really powerful unit at 600 as is, so I think that it will perform well at 650. But I don't think that it will survive at 700 is what I'm trying to say between my stutters. There is the special supply drop, which will be available all the way until the 7th of November. Now remember, the end of November or near mid to late November. Oh no, actually. I'll have to pull up the video later. But I think that as soon as the Requiem for Vengeance celebration ends, we're getting the Black Friday event. And when the Black Friday event ends, you might be getting the winter event. So many events coming soon. Well, look forward to it. I sure am. The special limited mission gives you the frog skin camo, which, while cool, it's not something that I would be greatly bothered with. I mean, to acquire it, it's easy. You just need a few rated matches, a bit of score, and a few matches, and that's it. Pretty much. Those are the most quote-unquote challenging challenges. Other than that, you can get up to 360,000 DP, 150 modification kits, 45 mechanic tickets, and those parts. I hope that we get something better next time, because this is nothing but recycle tickets by this point. If you don't have those parts, buy them from the DP store, and then just get the recycle tickets. The recycle ticket counter is looking at acquiring the Metal Spider level 1 and the Double Zero Gundam mass production type level 2. Both are incredible. The Metal Spider is one of the better 400 raids, and the Double Zero mass production type can still hold its own at level 2. So at 650 it can still survive pretty well. DP Exchange has the Full Armor Striker custom level 1 and level 2. Both of them work really well at their respective costs. And the Gunkan Aqua Thunderbolt level 1, which is a really strong support at its cost, because it's also a stealth unit, so that's fun. Up next, what we're gonna look at is the Situation Battle, which is a very well-known battle, I think, where the Gyms and the Zudas collided. We've got a few interesting skills between the Gyms, the Gym Kai getting force injectors and melee combo controllers, the Gyms getting dodge rolls, and the Zuda even is getting overboost at 400, which would be really interesting to see for the actual Zuda. That'd be actually a fun skill for it to acquire. Who knows, maybe in the next enhancements or adjustments, should I say. The clan match is looking to be another 400, so we might see the Zaku 2 Solari type. If we see something else, it might be the Goof costume from there, but I doubt it. We'll already have a Goof costume. Who knows, we might see a Goof custom RFV. But then there are two 650s back to back, which is exciting, to put it lightly. Finally, the unit adjustments. The Moon got incredible buffs, the Jesta got the alright buffs, the High Gog got more buffs than it even ever needed, if it ever needed them. Nightingale got plenty of TLC. It actually needed a lot of these, what you see. I'm glad for it. Sinanjestein got some TLC as well. I think that those were needed. Daija CA, a lot of love as well here. Zekwine's Type 1 loadout. That was more like a gentle tweak rather than a buff in comparison to everything else before it. Dolmel got a lot of love as well. Faz got what it needed, some movement and a bit of damage control for how big it is, thankfully. Thank GOG. Zero Siki Type 2 AR might be one of the better units at cost now just because of how flexible it is, and we know that supports with movement are good supports. Gun Heavy Arms Type recently came out and is an event unit and already got buffs. Clearly people did not perform well with it. The reason I went and flew through this episode so quickly is for both me being tired, but I think that also you'd appreciate me not making this video over 50 minutes. I'm gonna keep it at 25 minutes, or I'm gonna try to keep videos at 25 minutes unless there's something really important to talk about. Like, for an example, when the God Gundam gets finally added on GBO2, that will be a big deal. And when it does get added, or the Burning Gundam, if you prefer, if you're from the US, or again, overall, the western side of the world, I hope that console will get it. That is still something that I hope for. I hope that console will get the AU units. The reason why is the longevity of GBO2. The whole UC versus AU contest is just obnoxious. Please grow up. Seriously, like, it sounds like I'm attacking people, but I've seen so much discourse over it that it's unnecessary. Let's everyone enjoy. Let us have everyone enjoy whatever they want. If you don't want to see those units, don't play them. Just enjoy your UC unit beating up their AU side. And vice versa. You don't want to play UC units, you want to play AU units, but you don't want to see UC units because those exist as well. And you enjoy beating up UC units. There is not much immersion on GBO2 at this point. 700s have become a mess with having the new and the Suzabi in the same tier cost as the Xi and the Penelope and the Unicorns and the Hainu and the Nightingale. So having a Freedom or a God Gundam in there will not really affect much the game in the slightest. Whoever says otherwise, I'm sorry. Hot take, I know. But other than that, I think that we need to take a chill pill, be nice to everyone, don't get frustrated with everyone, and hopefully we'll understand everyone, you know, like how people try to understand everyone on every day. Other than that, I don't have anything more to say. Again, the big news are the God Gundam and such. So I will give a quick thank you. My final thoughts on every subject that we've spoken about is the Gundam EX is great. The Yonfavin still holds up really well. I didn't go in much detail, but it still holds up really well. PC got a very nice event. GBO2 on console got also a decent event, nothing too big, but just a celebration for the release of a new animated series. Actually better than what happened with Hathaway, because we only got some outfits and the cool background to take screenshots on. So, yeah, I gotta say that it was a pretty solid update. Either way, because of the next 400, I told you my thought is that it's gonna be the Zakuto Solari type, or the Goof Custom from RFV, or even the Gym from RFV. Those three units might be one of the units that we're gonna get next. Who knows? We'll find out. Imagine hitting us with the Zakus or the Gundam from Kokoro's Dawn's Island. That will be funny. Either way. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the battlefield.